guys? It's your boy Alex, and we are back with another reaction video once again. And once again, we're doing another reaction to some more Nostalgia Critic. Like, we get, like, so many Nostalgia Critic reaction videos. It's crazy. It is insane. And today, this apparently is a special one because you guys said that this was one of, like, Doug's funniest, like, new videos that he made. And apparently it's like, kind of continuing on, like, Doug's top 11 list. Yeah, we haven't really seen one of those in a very, very long time. And apparently, some people have said that this is kind of a mix of a commercials video as well. It's a mix of his top 11 list with a commercial, something like that. But anyway, today's video, we're taking a look at a top 11 list on Bill Cosby. Yeah, Bill Cosby has been referenced a lot in some of, like, Doug's videos. And I mean a lot. I mean, more specifically, his Jell-O pudding pops or his Jell-O commercials. I think the last commercials video we reacted to had a Jell-O commercial in it, or maybe one or two of them. And Doug kind of referenced a bunch of them in that same video. But apparently, this is a look at some Bill Cosby commercials that are very, very cringe and, very awkward. So this might be interesting. So, without further ado, let's dive right in. All right, and it's kind of weird that we start this video off with an ad. I guess it's kind of in the theme. I mean, I don't know if I want to technically count this as, like, a commercials video yet, because it doesn't really say, anything about, like, commercials or anything. But it is a top 11 list, so we are going to count it as that. So, without further ado, let's take a look at some top 11 Bill Cosby commercials. I'm going to have to look at the title of the video and make sure that I got the title right, but anyway, let's not waste any time and just dive right in. So, starting the video in 3, 2, 1, let's go. And of course, we always have to start off with a fiery explosion for his videos. Oh wow, that was a quick intro.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy. Remember, so you don't have to. Well, I don't usually get dressed up in my commercial attire.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Commercial special. Somebody keeps popping up every single time I go looking for some commercials. I think you know the kind of popping up I'm talking about. Oh yeah, there's more where that.
I thought you were gonna mention the Wilkins Coffee, like, Muppet, because he has popped up, like, more than once in a lot of your commercial videos.
There's a ton of ironic advertisements he was in, celebrating what a decent human being he was and capitalizing on it.
No, well, sir, if she says no.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I couldn't keep spacing them out in commercial specials. So, in the special top 11 list, we're gonna look at the most uncomfortable, most cringy, and most collar-tugging TV ads, shorts, and yes, even PSAs he's been in. Why top 11? Because there's a lot more than that. So join me in this journey of bad taste. This is the top 11 poorly aged Bill Cosby commercials.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Full of fun.
I mean, fair, like, the Jell-O jingles are actually, like, not that bad. They're catchy.
Number 11.
You know what's so cool about Jell-O gelatin pops?
Yeah, Jell-O had a whole
okay, I figured we would start off with this.
something else. And well, there's not a ton to
How exactly is that even possible? Like a Jell-O pudding pop.
What you can do with your hands while he sucks on something.
While your right hand is doing this, your left hand can be doing this or this or...
Who does that with their hand?
Or this. Or this. Or this.
Yeah.
If your left hand sees how much fun your right hand is having,
Call the police.
Okay.
Oh, trust me, we've been trying to get other names out of Cosby for a while.
now you have to share.
Again, not entirely convinced you didn't. Like I said, not easy material, but we got 10 left on this list, so let's not keep them waiting.
Jell-O gelatin pops. Real Jell-O gelatin.
Yeah. I think you could have stopped licking it there for a second, Bill.
High C. It's a sensible drink.
This one's from the Museum of Classic Chicago Television, which you should certainly check out if you haven't. And once again,
Oh, okay. I was about to say, why does it look like he's so tired in this commercial?
Trust me, we're aware. With court hearings and lawyer briefings and clarifying what with intent means.
So, when they asked me to do commercials for High C,
I said think carefully. This might bite you in the ass later.
every 6 ounces of High C has 100% of the U.S. RDA of vitamin C. High C has 10% real fruit juice.
Just like the drinks he gave people, it has 10% actual juice. Like I said, there's not a ton more, but it does have
Okay, nice shot.
The final line he says to this kid.
It's a sensible drink. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
Who asked you to talk?
If you had a nickel every time he
Wow.
said he'd own High C.
Wow, Bill.
One of many Cosby commercials where he's
A little aggressive, don't you think?
Parents practicing the phrase at the time. Don't worry though, the list only gets worse.
Who asked you to talk?
Jeez, okay.
Number 9.
Don't get on Bill Cosby's bad side.
What kind of grandfather am I?
Your legal team advises you not to answer that. This one is also super short, but it makes the awkwardness count when you just think about Cosby making anything for you and serving you with that devilish smile.
I made delicious new fat-free Jell-O pudding and invited the grandkids over to try some.
If they start to get a little tired after having it, that's just from all the running around.
Jeez.
Invited the grandkids over to try some. Too bad they're in Hawaii.
I felt a great relief in the room, as if millions of parents cried out in terror and then were suddenly thankful.
It's back and it's fat-free.
Guess what else is
Oh, they
back?
really like to...
This guy trying to get a comedy special going.
Wow.
Join me at number 8.
I was about to say, they like to emphasize that the Jell-O was fat-free in that commercial.
Bill Cosby, best-selling author, TV star.
And cleanest inmate in
I mean, dude, again, facial expression...
Hilarious
Wow.
recording.
Facial expressions don't really, like, make anything funny.
But do you really have to have that face next to it?
And what
I mean, we don't need to see that image. Oh, gosh, that
He
smile.
doesn't advertise the product himself in this one. He is the star of it, and as you'd imagine,
Ugh.
leads to some awkward routines.
Bill Cosby on Marriage.
There are things I'm not doing anymore.
We want to believe you.
And not
Ugh.
because I can't. But because
It would-
I don't want to.
We could really see him, like, you know, not see images of him.
On Love.
Here I am dozing off. The first year. No way I would doze off.
Well, I think everybody sees the irony here, but continue.
But I love her more today.
Jeez. All right, I don't know why that popped up, so apologies there.
If I turn the tables, maybe it'd equal more love in my life.
Bill Cosby gives his views on marriage, love, and skiing.
Skiing we can probably skip. The other two we're far more curious about.
On cassette is only $9.95, but compact disc only $14.95.
Oh, baby.
Can you stop playing that again? Image of Bill
Yeah,
Cosby is
please stop saying that.
like he just on Aver Quaaludes.
Wow.
The nice guy routine might be a little tainted from Cosby, but I think we're used to things being tainted by him at this point anyway.
Plus $2.95 postage and handling.
Oh, baby.
That's a great way to end that off.
Number 7.
Attention, Pepsi drinkers.
Get ready for Coke stock to drop like the box office for Ghost Dad.
Oh, wow.
Coca-Cola, the best Coca-Cola ever.
We really couldn't put together this guy was a liar. He was the first person to say New Coke was good.
That's all I'm going to say. In fact, that's all I have to say. No more words.
The last thing said after anybody questioned, why does this taste funny?
This stuff is great. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
If there's anything you should apologize for, it's saying New Coke is good. Alright, that's also true, but you know there's more. Want to complete this unpleasantness? How about a little ASMR of Bill downing an uncertain liquid that we
Oh,
know
jeez.
deep down nobody should legally have in their mouth?
Okay. Nope.
He made
Oh.
that noise like, I know this ain't Coke I'm swallowing. I don't know what it is, but it is.
Okay, yeah. I don't even think we need the idea or the thought of Bill Cosby having an ASMR channel on YouTube. Oh, now I just put that image in my head. Ah, no. Why did I do that? Well, now that is going to be mentally scarred into my head for a long, long time. Let's just move on from that, hopefully. Ugh.
What's making these watermelons wiggle?
I believe the new law has made it clear nobody needs to tell you what's making certain melons wiggle.
Not a great way to start that off there, Bill. Not a great way to start that off.
We just got
I love the little dance the kid did. It's so
wiggling in
cute.
there, too.
Apparently, it must be really good Jell-O.
Might just lay perfectly still. Wait, you might take that as an invite. Just stay away from him.
It's Wiggalicious.
A new law has also made it clear you cannot make up words anymore, especially Wiggalicious, Tingle Jingle, and Bouncy Bumpies. We didn't think those laws would have to be made, but that's the least of the surprises we got from you. Only the Pick Cosby's legal team continues to dig their way out of.
Now you can have your fun and eat it too.
I believe Fun has filed a 20-yard restraining order against you, so I would rephrase that.
Why are the kids moving so weird?
Well, let's cut to another ad. I'm sure we'll be even more uncomfortable.
You always gotta love those moments, especially in a commercials video where, like, he just literally has an ad that's, like, you know, he just has an ad that's perfectly timed with whatever he says that leads into, like, a commercial for this video or something like that. I can't even, like, talk with what I'm thinking about. Oh, gosh. You always gotta love those, but again, this is a top 11 list, not really a commercials video, but it works for this.
Bill Cosby and Felicia Rashad.
So there were several.
Oh, yeah.
TV
The
shows.
Cosby Show.
And in 1996, a show simply named Cosby was one of them. And while there's certainly been a few uncomfortable moments,
Monday, get the bare facts.
Oh my God.
Um,
Back there and you drawing fruit? Right. How old do I have to be before I get that disease?
oh, he's just so not who he really is. This one really
Ugh.
takes.
Oh!
Sometimes Ruthie loves me.
Time out! Oh, wow. And it only gets worse.
If you want that party, you should come upstairs now while the host.
Alright, oh, I did not mean to hit that. I didn't even realize I accidentally hit that. I'm so sorry, guys. But I also had to make sure that the volume was turned up for you all.
That's usually the response he gives when the hostess is out. Ah, the usual every woman who's ever known him treatment.
Ugh.
It was an accident.
He held up his finger like an accident. Maybe that's what I can call it if I ever get subpoenaed.
Jeez, really?
And after watching all that, aren't the words you want to see emphasize Cosby and big? Isn't that the equivalent of seeing the words Weinstein and shower together? Nobody talked about this show when it was on, but man, I'm sure people will be talking about this promo for a bit of time.
Cosby, Big Comedy Monday.
Please, no, none of that.
Number 4.
There goes my nose.
Yeah, but Cosby's blindfolding a minor. What about it?
I finally found a way to keep a kid from knowing I'm making Jell-O.
Okay, we did not need to hear that.
And nothing else.
First, I put on earmuffs to keep him from hearing the sound of milk pouring.
Milk pouring on its own doesn't sound dirty, but when Cosby says it, it kind of does.
Put on a nose to keep him from smelling the rich chocolate.
Because my thought is no senses, no clues.
And a blindfold to keep him from seeing me while I eat my Jell-O pudding.
Let me use this rag to stuff in your mouth and...
Okay, no.
Don't worry, a legal loophole will get you out scot-free. Another one that's pretty short, but seats all your senses in the front row of...
Why not try our new Jell-O?
You're kind of making it that way.
Delight.
I can think of a few reasons.
I mean, I don't think that sounds really good to try it with a name like that.
Number 3.
Ugh.
Before we start the Fat Albert Show, I'd like
Oh!
to start with you young people.
This is a segment from the Fat Albert Show, which Cosby would usually appear in to state the lesson. If you think Bill Cosby spelling out the obvious moral sounds strange, get a load of this.
Jeez. Okay, to be fair, I remember watching a bit of, like, the Fat Albert cartoon. Honestly, Bill Cosby was not a bad, like, you know, host for it. I mean, he just was, like, the one that gave, like, the lesson at the end of the episode or at the beginning sometimes. But yeah, he wasn't a bad host for the cartoon. He was a very fun host to watch. And really interesting fact, if you guys have never watched the Fat Albert movie starring Kenan Thompson, you know, of like Kenan and Kel fame, Nickelodeon, and also Saturday Night Live fame. They had a little cameo of Bill Cosby in the movie as sort of a guide to help people understand how Fat Albert and the gang went to the real world. I mean, it wasn't explained well, but...
At the moment.
Oh, gosh, no.
Somewhere along the way, they did something wrong, something dumb.
They got caught. Oh, I mean, they didn't have enough hush money.
Maybe it was getting mixed up with a bad crowd, or maybe it was shoplifting or stealing a car.
Or maybe it was something else.
Whatever it was, it started small, became bigger.
No argument here.
Maybe they even got away with it at first and thought they'd never get caught. But they were wrong.
Boy, he really should write another book. Are you there, Pot? It's me, Kettle.
Wow.
Now, they're in prison.
Excluding me. Right now, at the moment.
Okay, you already repeated that joke, so it's kind of lost its funniness.
I call you Vanessa and admire parts of your body you didn't know could be admired.
So play it straight, gang.
Straight is something I can speak from experience many do not practice in prison. Yeah, this one speaks for itself. Prison is bad, and if there's one thing I believe Bill Cosby on...
Yeah. Oh, good lord, that guy's smile there.
Not where you don't, right?
But yeah, to be fair, it is the kind of stuff that they do.
Right.
Right, before the cut, I was about to say, stuff that, like, you do in the past, that will always find a way to come back and bite you hard. It's like what Randy says in Scream 3, I think, or Scream 2, actually. No, it's Scream 3. The past will come back to bite you.
This is Bill Cosby. Now that everybody has told you about the dangers of doing drugs, I'd like to tell you about some of the benefits.
Oh, well, okay.
This is back when Bill Cosby had his hit series, The Cosby Show. And as such, he did some PSAs.
Why am I getting reminded of when Doug did that video on the top 11 drug PSAs? Because one of them was talking about a music video that talks about, like, bad drugs and good drugs.
I mean, I can speculate. He never goes up to a punchline. It's not like, ha, fooled ya, or it's a benefit if you're trying to die younger, something ironic like that. He just lists everything you're supposed to not like about them as something he sees as a benefit.
I'd like to tell you about some of the benefits. Just imagine yourself unconscious.
No.
Making a visit to a
just
hospital emergency
nope.
room.
Who put me in that emergency room?
Weeks in rehabilitation centers, nights in overcrowded prisons.
Oh, now I see why all this happened. He read the cue card wrong and he took his own advice. It was supposed to read horrors instead of benefits, and he was like, oh, I didn't know this was all good stuff. Maybe I should get on that. Just see how many things he lists that happened to him.
Spending more money than you can afford. Ruining your health. Hurting your parents. Losing your loved ones. And most of all, destroying yourself.
Wow.
Whatever the reason, it makes for a pretty hilarious PSA looking back.
Remember what I say about doing drugs. I think you can say no.
And I think you should have.
I mean, again, to be fair, there are good drugs that will help you feel better, but still, that's... What's the number one?
White Owl cigars. First off, it's just really...
I did not expect to see Bill Cosby with a big old mustache.
You'd be always seeing Ezra Miller in a television commercial for guns. Like, there's worse things I can connect them to.
Ooh.
Not seeing a celebrity, this product, and television
That's a
commercial
rough
together.
one.
The reason this is number one, though, is not even because he says like a ton of crazy things that can be taken out of context. In fact, he only says one thing. But he says it over and over.
Sooner or later, you're going to
Okay.
White Owl, and when you do, we're going to get you. You know we're going to get you. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward the way he says it, especially when he's talking to the cigarette and pointing to the camera.
There is nothing more terrifying than Bill Cosby standing over you with a lit phallic symbol.
What was that?
We're gonna get you.
What was that smile?
Trying to be corny to a perverted Batman villain, saying with pure confidence you will not escape him. It's just so unnerving.
We got you.
The smoke around him just looks like he's preparing a branding iron that says grade A
I don't know.
meat.
It's only a matter of time. And we're going to get him, White Owl. We're going to get him. We're going to get you.
I have nothing to say. I'm just so uncomfortable.
I don't have anything to say either. This is very, very awkward.
Played this on a loop. I guarantee every person who watched it would shit themselves in 3 minutes. There's no words to describe it except... that's not even a word, so there's no words to describe it. It just...
Okay, yeah, you can stop saying it, Bill.
We got you. You know we're gonna get you. It's only a matter of time. We're gonna get you. And we're gonna get him right
Yeah. You might want to run, Doug.
We're gonna get you. And we're gonna get him right out. We're gonna get you.
How long is it then? Oh my god, I gotta wrap this up.
I'm sorry, what?
Like there's any other way this could end.
Well, did not expect it to end there on that note. Yeah, a fart joke. Kind of reminds me of when he talked about Master of Disguise. Anyway, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is the top 11 cringy Bill Cosby commercials. Again, I have to look at the title again just to make sure that it was the right title and everything. But, yeah, some of them were okay. Some of them were a little awkward. That PSA one was a little bit awkward, too. And that last one, very, very... very awkward. I had to clear my throat there for a second. There were some funny bits in this video. Doug definitely overusing a bit too much of jokes and everything. But yeah, it was kind of funny to watch. If there's any other like top 11 lists that I missed, guys, let me know in the comment section down below and I will try to get to that. Anyway, with that being said, thank you all for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell to never miss a video. And with that, I will see all you awesome guys and gals later. Bye-bye!